They say big things come in small packages. And when it comes to your health after 60, that couldn't be truer. We're told seeds are the ultimate superfood, packed with fiber, protein, and minerals. But what if I told you that some of the seeds sitting in your pantry right now are actually biological landmines for a senior's digestive system or even their heart? Today, we are separating the medicine from the poison. We're counting down the 4 dangerous seeds that people over 60 should strictly avoid or handle with extreme caution, and 4 power seeds that act like high-octane fuel for your brain, bones, and heart. One of these dangerous seeds actually contains a precursor to cyanide. Yes, you heard me right. Let's make sure your morning smoothie isn't a recipe for disaster. This is a deep dive into the avoid list. To reach your goal of a truly comprehensive, long-form script, we're going to flesh out the science, add storyteller moments to keep the audience engaged, and provide detailed physiological explanations specifically for the 60-plus demographic. The avoid list, seed number 1, the cyanide trap. Apple seeds and stone fruit pith. You've heard, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but the seeds? They might bring the doctor to your door. We've been conditioned to think everything inside a fruit is natural and therefore good. But nature has a defense mechanism, and for some fruits, that defense is literally a poison pill. Let's get technical for a second, but I promise I'll keep it simple. Apple seeds and the pits of cherries, peaches, and apricots contain a compound called amygdalin. Now, amygdalin by itself isn't the problem. The problem starts when you chew or crush those seeds. When amygdalin comes into contact with human digestive enzymes, it releases hydrogen cyanide. Yes, the same cyanide you see in spy movies. Now, your body can handle tiny, accidental amounts. But here is the catch for us seniors. We aren't just eating an apple anymore. Many of us are blending them. High-speed blenders pulverize those seeds, releasing a concentrated dose of amygdalin right into your morning smoothie. Why is this a senior warning? 2 words, liver and transit. 1. Metabolic processing. As we cross the 60-year mark, our liver's ability to process toxins, a process called first-pass metabolism, slowly declines. What a 20-year-old's liver filters out in an hour might take a 70-year-old's liver 3 hours. 2. Gut transit time. Our digestive tract tends to slow down as we age. If those seeds stay in your system longer, your body has more time to absorb those trace amounts of cyanide. It can lead to subclinical symptoms that we often mistake for just getting older: dizziness, headaches, or mental confusion. Don't take the risk. Always core your apples and pit your cherries before they go into the blender. It takes 30 seconds, and it might save you a day of feeling mysteriously off. Seed number 2, this sodium sponge. Commercially roasted sunflower seeds, it's the classic ballgame snack. We think, hey, it's better than a bag of potato chips. But for those of us watching our blood pressure, these store-bought sunflower seeds are silent killers hiding in a healthy-looking bag. The sunflower seed itself is actually a nutritional powerhouse. It's got vitamin E and selenium. But the version you find at the gas station or the grocery checkout is a different beast entirely. The sodium crust, most commercial brands use a brine soak. You're not just eating a seed, you're eating a salt bomb. The oil issue, they aren't just roasted. They are often roasted in low-quality seed oils like soybean or cottonseed oil. These are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which, when consumed in excess, can drive up systemic inflammation. Here's the reality for the 60-plus crowd. Our arteries are like old garden hoses. They aren't as flexible as they used to be. When you dump a massive amount of sodium into your bloodstream, your body holds on to water to dilute that salt. This increases your blood volume, which puts immense pressure on those less flexible arterial walls. This is why you might notice your ankles swelling or your wedding ring feeling tight after snacking on these. That's edema, and it's a sign your heart is working way harder than it needs to. Buy them raw. If you miss that crunch, Toss them in a dry pan at home for 3 minutes with a pinch of smoked paprika or turmeric. You get the flavor without this salt hangover the next morning. Seed number 3. The lectin bomb, raw red kidney beans/seeds. Wait, are beans seeds? Biologically, yes. A bean is a seed waiting to grow. And while we love them in chili, eating them undercooked or raw in some trendy sprouted salads can be devastating to a senior's gut. There is a specific protein in kidney beans called phytohemagglutinin. Try saying that 5 times fast. This is a lectin, a type of protein that binds to sugar molecules. In raw kidney beans, the concentration is so high that it can cause red kidney bean poisoning. Even as few as 5 raw beans can trigger severe vomiting and gastric distress within hours. As we age, our gut barrier, the lining of our intestines, becomes thinner. This is often called the senior gut. Lectins are notorious for poking holes in this lining, leading to what doctors call increased intestinal permeability or leaky gut. When these proteins leak into your bloodstream, your immune system goes on high alert. For a senior, this doesn't just mean a stomach ache. It often manifests as a flare-up in joint pain or arthritis. Your immune system is so busy fighting the invaders from your gut that it starts attacking your joints. If you've been feeling extra stiff lately, check how you're cooking your beans. Never use a slow cooker for raw kidney beans. Slow cookers often don't reach a high enough temperature to destroy the PHA. Always boil them vigorously for at least 10 minutes before simmering. Seed number 4. The choking and dental hazard. Unsoaked large hard seeds, sometimes the danger isn't chemical, it's mechanical. As we get older, we have to be more mindful of the physical work our body has to do to process food. Large, dry, woody seeds, like certain unsoaked pumpkin seeds or even large watermelon seeds, present 2 major risks. 1. The dental trap. Many of us over 60 have dental work, crowns, bridges, or implants. Biting down on a rock-hard seed shell can lead to a very expensive trip to the dentist. 2. The swallowing factor. Dysphagia, or difficulty swallowing, becomes more common as we age. Dry seeds can easily get stuck or go down the wrong pipe, leading to aspiration risks. Then there's the D word, diverticulosis. Many seniors have small pouches in the lining of the colon. For years, doctors told us to avoid seeds entirely for fear they would get trapped in these pouches and cause an infection, diverticulitis. While modern medicine says seeds are generally okay, hard, unround, and unsoaked seeds are still the primary culprits for causing irritation in that sensitive area. If you love pumpkin or squash seeds, soak them overnight. This softens the outer hull, making them easier to chew, easier to swallow, and significantly easier for your colon to process. Better yet, opt for pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds that grow without that hard outer shell. Now that we've cleared the biological landmines out of your pantry, let's talk about the heavy hitters. I call these the longevity pillars. These aren't just snacks. They are biological tools designed to fix the specific issues we face once we cross that 60-year milestone. Things like brain fog, brittle bones, and that frustrating slow-motion digestion. The must-eat list, the longevity pillars. Seed number 1, chia seeds, the internal broom. If you want to keep your pipes clean and your brain sharp as a tack, you need to rediscover what the Aztecs called ancient gold. I'm talking about the tiny but mighty chia seed. As we age, our bodies enter a state scientists call inflammaging. It's exactly what it sounds like, a low-level, chronic inflammation that acts like rust on your joints and your blood vessels. Chia seeds are one of the richest plant-based sources of alpha-linolenic acid, ELA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid. These fatty acids act like a fire extinguisher for that internal rust, protecting your brain cells and keeping your heart rhythm steady. Let's be honest, digestion after 60 can be unpredictable. Constipation isn't just a nuisance. It puts a strain on your heart and your mood. Chia seeds are unique because they are a mucilaginous fiber. When they hit liquid, they swell up to 10 times their size, creating a soft, slippery gel. This gel acts like an internal broom, sweeping through your colon and moving things along without the cramping you get from harsh laxatives. Whatever you do, don't eat them dry. They'll soak up the moisture in your throat instead. Use the 10-minute soak rule. Stir 2 tablespoons into a glass of water, almond milk, or yogurt. Wait 10 minutes until it turns into a pudding-like consistency. It's flavorless, so it takes on whatever taste you give it. Your gut will thank you by the next morning. Seed number 2, flax seeds, the hormone and heart helper. Next on our list is the secret weapon for cardiovascular health. If you're worried about your cholesterol or your changing hormones, flax seeds are your new best friend. Flax seeds contain up to 800 times more lignans than other plant foods. Why does that matter for us? Lignans are phytoestrogens. For women, they help manage the postmenopausal dip in estrogen, protecting bone density. For men, these same compounds help regulate dihydrotestosterone, DHT, which is a major player in prostate health. It's nature's way of keeping our hormones from swinging like a pendulum. Here is the golden rule of flax. You must grind them. I see so many people sprinkling whole flax seeds on their oatmeal. If you do that, those seeds will travel through your digestive tract like a marble through a pipe, completely intact. Your body cannot break through that tough outer shell, meaning you flush all those expensive nutrients down the toilet. Buy them whole to keep the oils fresh, but give them a quick pulse in a coffee grinder right before you eat them. Seed number 3, pumpkin seeds, the prostate and sleep seed. Are you having trouble staying asleep? Or maybe you're waking up 3 times a night for a trip to the bathroom. If so, you need to start snacking on pepitas or pumpkin seeds. Most seniors are chronically deficient in magnesium. Without it, your muscles stay tense, your blood pressure creeps up, and your nerves stay jangled. Pumpkin seeds are one of the best sources of magnesium on the planet. Think of them as a natural chill pill that helps relax your arteries and your mind at the same time. For the men watching, the high zinc content in pumpkin seeds is vital for maintaining a healthy prostate. But for everyone, the secret is tryptophan. This is the amino acid that helps your body produce serotonin and, eventually, melatonin, the sleep hormone. A small handful of pumpkin seeds an hour before bed can actually help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Seed number 4, hemp seeds, the muscle builder. Finally, let's talk about a major concern for all of us, sarcopenia, or the natural loss of muscle mass as we age. If you're worried about feeling weak or losing your balance, hemp hearts are the answer. It is incredibly rare to find a plant source that is a complete protein, meaning it has all 9 essential amino acids that our bodies can't make on their own. As we get older, we often lose our appetite for heavy meats, or our stomach acid isn't strong enough to break down a big steak. 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds provide about 10 grams of high-quality protein that is incredibly easy for a senior's body to absorb and turn into muscle. The best part? Unlike the dangerous seeds we talked about earlier, hemp hearts are soft. They have a nutty, creamy texture, almost like a pine nut. You don't need to grind them, you don't need to soak them, and you don't have to worry about them breaking a crown or getting stuck in dental work. Sprinkle them on salad, soup, or even toast for an instant protein boost. Incorporating these 4 powerhouses, chia, flax, pumpkin, and hemp, isn't just about nutrition. It's about longevity insurance. By choosing the right seeds and preparing them the right way, you're giving your 60-plus body the exact tools it needs to thrive, not just survive. Now, before you rush out to the health food store, we need to talk about the one mistake that 90% of people make. It's a mistake that can turn your superfood into a super toxin. You go out, you buy a giant, cost-effective bag of flax, chia, or hemp. You put it in the pantry, and you leave it there for 6 months. On the surface, it looks fine, but inside that bag, a chemical disaster is happening. Think about those wonderful omega-3 fats we just talked about. Those fats are polyunsaturated, which is a fancy way of saying they are extremely delicate. They are highly sensitive to light, heat, and oxygen. When these healthy oils are exposed to the air in your warm pantry, they undergo a process called oxidation. If you want to keep your seeds medicinal, you have to treat them like the living foods they are. Here is your pro checklist. The container. Swap the plastic bag for dark glass jars. Glass doesn't leach chemicals, and the dark tint protects the oils from UV light. The location. The pantry is for cans. The fridge or freezer is for seeds. Keeping them cold slows down oxidation to a crawl. And don't worry, because of their high oil content, seeds don't freeze into a solid block. You can scoop them right out of the freezer and onto your breakfast. The quantity. If you're only eating a tablespoon a day, don't buy the 5-pound bag. Freshness is more important than a bulk discount. How do you know if your seeds have gone over to the dark side? Use your nose. Fresh seeds should smell earthy, nutty, or have almost no smell at all. If you open that jar and it smells like oil paint, old crayons, or furniture polish, that is the smell of rancid fat. If they taste uncharacteristically bitter or leave a sting in the back of your throat, throw them out immediately. No amount of savings is worth the systemic inflammation that rancid oils cause in a senior's body. Living vibrantly after 60 isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about making these small, smart swaps. It's about ditching the cyanide-laced pits and the salt-soaked sunflower seeds and replacing them with the power for chia, flax, pumpkin, and hemp. Imagine where you'll be a month from now. Better sleep, smoother digestion, and more stable energy. All from a few tiny seeds. Getting older doesn't mean getting weaker. It means getting smarter about what you put in your body. Avoid the sodium sponges and the hidden toxins in fruit pits. Instead, embrace the power for chia, flax, pumpkin, and hemp. Your health is an investment, not an expense. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and join our community of seniors who are living their best, most vibrant lives.